Have you ever wondered what colors to use on your model railroad? Well, I have a hard time deciding which colors to use. So let me show you what I have here. Hi, I'm Tom Kvichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things. This channel was created to help other modelers who are in need of guidance in pursuing their dream of building a model railroad. Now, there are a lot of questions out there of what I should use for my model railroad. I'm just going to cover some of the paints that I use on the buildings and my figures. Now, most of the paint that I use is acrylic. Now, I do have two airbrushes. I very rarely use them. The reason why on that is because I hate to clean up afterwards. Okay, you could just say that I am lazy. I want to get the thing painted, and I don't want to have to mess with cleaning anything up afterwards. And I do have some paints for airbrushes in this shoebox right here. But I work out of one shoebox right here of all these acrylic paints for my buildings, for my people and everything else. And you can see, like right here, I mean, I just use a few colors on this model right here. Plus, India ink and alcohol is your friend for making things look old. Now, this is just a bad example because there's not too many colors in this one. There's not a lot of wide range of colors in this one, and this is basically the last model that I've been working on. I worked on this one right before I moved, and I still have a little bit more work to do on it yet. I use a lot of different colors, and let me go over some of them that I have here in this one tote. And as you can see, I have 7 of these shoe boxes. So I've spent a lot of time at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, AC Moore, and Kmart, not Kmart, but Walmart, wherever I could find these acrylic paints. And I have them broken down into, say, like I got browns, blues, grays, and blacks. This one right here is my that I use for the airbrush. These are the yellows, and these right here are the greens. So I have them broken down like that as far as those totes right there. And how many can you get in there? 1, 2, 3. I got 36 in this one, but it's not tightly packed. I could probably get a few more in there. So you figure about 40 in each one of these shoe boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't count this one right here. So that's 200. Now there are multiple bottles of the same color, especially the colors that I use a lot of. But let me go over some of the colors that I use right here. Canyon orange, good for your scenery. Primary yellow, golden straw, honey brown, burnt sienna, raw umber, raw sienna, pewter gray, burnt orange, sage green. If you think you can't get any detail by brushing on paint onto your buildings, then just look at these buildings right here. One is wood and one is plastic. Also, the concrete sidewalks, that's just basically styrene. But up on the roof, all that has been brushed on. Now this building right here, it's a DPM kit, which is plastic, but it's simulating wood siding, and that is brushed on also. So you can get good results from brushing on your paint. It doesn't always have to be sprayed on. You could brush it on and you still get the same results as with a airbrush. Barnwood. Now you'll notice a lot of these, like the barnwood, the sage green, that's good on, you know, on old wood and stuff like that. Georgia clay, that's good for ground. There's blue jean, denim. There's a difference between blue jean and denim. Okay, one is like brand new blue jeans and the other one is like a faded blue jeans, a worn blue jeans. So you need the two different colors. Burnt umber, territorial beige. I'm not sure what territory it's from, but it looks good. Light gray. I have several grays in here. Mauve dust, titanium white, white, country gray, light gray, sky blue. And here's a mixture of silver that I have diluted. Natural gray, skin tone. That always works pretty good. Even on these kits where you have the corrugated metal and the shingles, like the siding on here, the shingles, they don't come that color. You have to paint it on there. This is all brushed on. So you can get good results by using a small brush and using those acrylic paints. Burlap, evergreen, medium green, midnight, au naturel. So another skin tone right there. Bark brown, trail tan, terracotta, soft black. Just going through some of these, I could see that some of them are missing. There's a couple of more blacks and grays that I don't have in here, and I probably have them in the other totes. One that I use extensively, and I probably have a lot of them in here, is yellow ochre that I use for my rocks. That's cadmium yellow. Yellow oxide. I didn't see red oxide in there either. True ochre. Here's true ochre and yellow ochre. This is what I use as a base on my rocks. When I lived in Pennsylvania, all the rocks that were cut out that you could see on the side of the mountains had a yellow tint to it. And I had a hard time finding the right color, and I just happened upon yellow ochre at one time, and I tried that out and it worked perfect. Yellow ochre, and then the old India ink and alcohol trick makes it look wonderful. Everything on these two buildings right here was done with acrylic paints, including the shingles and the roofing materials, the awning, the sidewalks. Everything is acrylic paint. Looking in my gray and black tote, I found my graphite right here. This I use extensively. And lamp black. And the one that I showed you before, midnight, that works good on the creases for tar paper roofs. So you could find a lot of different colors, and I just brush everything on. The only time that I spray on a building is if I'm using a rattle can. And usually it's a camouflage. Sometimes it's antique white. But I try to stay, you can't find the flat colors anymore in the rattle cans. They're all either satin or glossy. So if you put it on and you want flat, then you have to put another coat of the flat paint on it, or the clear flat on it. So that's what I don't like about the new stuff, You used to be able to get all different kind of colors of flat. The only flat ones now are basically the camouflage colors by Rust-Oleum, and I have a lot of those. All of these paints can be found at any of your favorite craft store, and Sadie will vouch for that. Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, AC Moore, Walmart, wherever it is that you find your acrylic paints. If you'd like to see more videos that I have on these buildings that I've done, you'll have to go back probably about 4 or 5 years to the early videos where I did a lot of the kit buildings, Schmedleyville, long time ago. So, until the next time, Sadie says, we'll see ya. How about that, Sadie? Okay. She's not talking.